sign up for any of the services, of course, website is always here. $200 for our regular membership gets you immediately into Zoom. You can see every trade I make. You'll get hot stock picks, the videos on demand, the IPO center, and the pre-market setup, all with the regular $200 membership. When you're ready to step it up, though, I highly recommend the VIP membership. You'll be able to start trading early at 4 a.m. You'll get to trade with some of our other millionaires inside of that room. You guys will get masterclass training with me every day at 8:15. You'll get the VIP lounge, all of those hot stock picks, pre-market setup. You're going to get the IPO center, the videos on demand, all of the workshop classes for free, and we put one of those on every single month. You'll get all the VIP training videos, the trading view indicators. These were designed specifically based on my 2-minute EWO, which, by the way, no trader in the world has ever used what we are doing with the Elliott Wave Oscillator. And we have a lot of people finding success, obviously, with this. You'll also get VIP seating at the meetups. If you are a VIP member and you want more training, VIP Gold, you can add that on for an additional $2,500 a year. Right now, as one of the specials that I have, this could go away, but right now, if you sign up for the VIP Gold, you will also get a free one-on-one with a moderator. That is a $500 value just for that. And for all the mastermind classes, you get every mastermind class for free during your subscription. You'll get 1 hour of tech support if you need it, so we can remote in, we can help you set up those charts. Anything specific, right, that will get you going, we can help you with that. You're also going to get, for the first time ever, weekend training. We've been doing it every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And because it's the weekend, it is literally like a one-on-one. You'll also get our news service showing us everything, right, that's going on in the market, and breakout rooms. So anytime we do a breakout room, that's only for VIP Gold members. You guys will be able to access that. Use your affiliate account. You guys will also get a piece of everything. So if you have family members, neighbors, people in your church, people that you guys want to help out, you can give them your link, and that will also give you a kickback immediately. It's immediate. As soon as they pay for it, you guys will get money. You'll see it into your monies that you can just withdraw. Send them to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Our new mastermind series class, which is going to be June 5th at 4:30 Eastern. This is how to grow your small account part 2. You do not have to watch the first one to have the second one, but I highly recommend it because it is the basis and the foundation leading into part 2, which was how to grow your small account. It was $199 if you were able to buy that before the class. It's almost 2 hours. But it is a full 90-minute class with Q&A. You guys will be able to rewatch that as much as you want. If you did buy the first one, there is a discount code that you guys can use. I can't just blurt it out because it's only if you bought the first one. So head over to our Discord, look at the channel that is for the replay of that video, and you guys will see the actual discount code that is listed inside of there. You can find it in our store if you go to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
Training, okay? Because we train and we train hard, so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I am your host, JJ Reacts. JJ Reacts. We have Mark McSee up here as well. Look at him. You know what? I don't have my headset hooked up. Hold on one second. Let me see. Where is my Bluetooth? Where is my Bluetooth? You know what I was thinking, Mark?
What was you thinking? How would you know?
I was
what
thinking.
I'm saying. If you don't have your headset on, how would you know what I said?
I can hear it outside of my headset. What's going on? Connect, please. Is this not? There we go. Say something, Mark. Okay, I got
something.
But I figured, why let people just sit there twiddling their thumbs? Why not play videos during that time when we're waiting for people to come in?
Okay.
So, yeah, you know, I'm like, hey, they're there. Why not? You know? How'd you do today?
I did okay. I did. I mean, pre-market sucked this morning. As you know, the NASDAQ was having technical issues. So we sat there for most of the morning doing nothing but yakking. I mean, we did some training, but I mean, yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, I did get one trade in, I think. One or two.
Yeah.
STI, right? Was it? Yeah. STI, got in on that one. I think I made $70 in the whole pre-market. So from 4 to 9, 4 to 9 or 4 to 8, whatever, 4 to 8:30, whatever time it was. 4 hours I made $70. Ooh. Don't divide that by 4. Don't take 70
be too excited about that, Mark.
Yeah. But I continued to trade. I ended up trading that multiple times throughout the day today. Playing channels. I had some nice channel moves up and down. I didn't play it going down. I played it going up. So I ended up making pretty good money on it overall for the day. And plus, I did contracts on Google on the news between them.
Wait a minute. Did you say Apple. You did contracts?
Yeah, I did contracts.
You said you were stuck on stocks.
I am, but I couldn't help pass up the idea that it might go.
What happened, Mark?
Between
what the hell?
They want to go. Apple wants to partner with Google on using Google's AI program.
But it didn't amount to anything. Both of them tanked.
Well, I mean, it did initially at the beginning of the market. Now, whether it just went up just because that's how the market reacts in the morning, I don't know. But I rode that up right off. I mean, I jumped in it right away. I was ready to go. I mean, once the market opened, I waited 2 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever. And then I jumped in, rode it to the apex. As soon as the second candle pulled back, I got out. So I did, what did I do on that one? That's where I made the bulk of my money. I made $590 on that, just going in it for whatever, 10 minutes, 15, whatever it was.
Which strike price did you get? Were you one in the money or one out, or?
No, I always go one in or out. 150, I believe, was the strike price at the time.
And that was one in the money, right?
Yeah, 150. Yeah, and then it shot up, but yeah.
How many did you get?
I paid 10, and so I was only in it for. I don't know. What was I in it for? Wasn't that long.
Yeah. Like 10 minutes.
Yeah, if that. Yeah, I got out here. So that was at 9:48-ish when I got out. So let's say I waited a few minutes. So, I mean, 40 minutes, probably 45 minutes at most. Or no.
Okay.
No. 20 minutes. I can't do math. Don't confuse me with math problems. So I ended up with $712-ish for the day. I had one negative trade that I lost 2 cents a share on STI, and I had one STI for break even, and I had 2 or 3 for profit. Good profit.
Nice, good job, dude.
So
way to go.
And Turbo Trader keys.
Or the devil.
I gotta watch.
You and Nate are like killers of those turbo keys. There's nobody that trades like you guys with those, man, except for Coach, obviously. You know. But,
Well, I
yeah.
realized, remember, was you there when Nate came on and was talking there for a while and people were asking him questions and stuff today
Yeah.
in the market?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until then that I realized I'm trading, getting in and getting out the same way he is now on the ask side, not the bid side. I haven't been wading into, I have waded into weeds, but primarily 90% of the time I'm doing it on the ask, waiting for that come up and then break. Like he says, he waits for it to start breaking down. Say it goes from 1,000 down to 100 and he clicks. I'll tell you what. Oh my God, does that work? It's scary.
Well, we see it. The proof is in the pudding. You see how much money he makes, and now you as well.
Well, on a smaller scale, of course,
but you're still making it though.
Yeah,
I've watched it. It's like I told him the other day, I see what you mean by that breakdown. I've sat there and watched that L2 break a lot of those larger sell orders down, and then the thing just shoot right on up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, could I do that? I guess I did. I don't know that I could do that on, say, like SPY or, NVIDIA or any of those that move so fast, because it's hard to sit there and watch on the slow mover. I mean, you can catch a glimpse of it real quick, but I'm still watching my candles. I'm still watching coaches indicators. I'm doing a meld between a pure playing off the L2, plus I'm using my indicator, making me stay in a little longer. Or if it does want to pull back a little bit where Nate would bail right away, I will stay in if it's still above key points in the indicator or on a point of resistance. So I'm kind of melding between the two by accident, not a pure momentum player, I guess, using the indicators to help me stay in longer. Yet I'm doing that turbo key, man. I'm telling you. I was like, I'll tell you what, I jumped in on Google and that thing went shot to the moon. I'm like, I was actually up.
Get the money.
I was up $1,000 at one point, I think.
Wow.
I should have hit the button and I didn't, because I was waiting for it to get to the next critical level. And the L2 was moving fast, but yet it kind of looked like it was good. But once it got up, it pulled back. It had a pull back and then went back up. Of course, you got to go higher than what it was before it pulls back, because it eats up some of the decay on it, the profit. So then it went up, and then once it bounced off it, so I only cleared. The hesitation cost me a couple $100 of potential profit, but money's money, right? So it was all right. So
hey, at the end of the day, you're still green.
Well, I had my bias because of the news, thinking it would run longer than what it did, but that was I got out at the right time, because it never went. I don't think it ever went back up to that.
Nah, I was watching Google and Apple all day. Once they started declining, they never really made it back up.
They didn't. And I was going to go the put side. I'm like, nah, I'm done. I don't want to do that. So, I mean, I didn't really spend all that much money today. How much I spent? I added it up one time. I don't know. $3,000-4,000 total, on the. So.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad.
Pulled 700 out of it. Not a bad score,
So that ain't bad. Yeah, that's what's that? 15, 10, 15. I don't know. 10, 15%. I didn't figure. I figured them up individual trades are like 15, 16%. But
yeah, you did really good, man. You did really good.
Yeah, it's about probably 15, 20, 15 to 17% something. But nothing to write home to mom about, but pays the bills. So.
Hey, mom will be happy.
Being paid the bills.
If you spent it to mom, she would be happy.
Yeah.
So.
And I got my account back down to I'm going to try keeping my account at a certain level. So I'm going to try that, see how that works for me in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
That way I can't spend more. Right. So I'm going to see how that works for me. Again, I'm on a smaller scale. I'm on a smaller scale than the big boys, but I want to try to do that. I mean, I already kind of know in my head. I really don't want to overtrade 50%. Also, I'm going to, even though I have that money in there, I want to kind of.
Don't do it, Mark. You saw Nate the other week over trading. Don't fall into that trap.
That's why I say I don't want to trade over 50% of what I reset my account limit to. So I'm gonna. So basically, I have a small account, but so I'm gonna only try to trade half of that and see how I do. And I didn't even come close to that today. So
No, I have a small account. Small
it's all
account.
it's all relative. It's all relative.
Yeah, but the term small implies small. You don't have no damn small account. Well, to you, you may think it's a small
Well, it
account,
is.
but
I mean,
somebody like me, it's not.
like Coach says, anything under $1 million is considered a small account, right?
Yeah, well, coach is coach, though. He thinks big, man, as he should, as our leader. Speaking of coach,
Yep.
Chad Christian is a 30-year stock market veteran, and he has traded literally in every market condition imaginable. And he owns American Dream Trading, to which we are all members. And we are giving a shout out to him and paying homage because he lets us use his YouTube channel to come on here and talk about our trades and hang out in the aftermarket and discuss his strategies and continue to learn and grow. Watch Carter's video. Shout out to Carter. He's got over 2,000 tutorial videos on this channel. So those of you that have come to the aftermarket tonight, welcome, welcome, welcome. Who do we have down there so far? We have, come on, YouTube. We've got Miranda. Miranda, thank you so much for posting those links as usual. I love you so much. You're amazing. I don't know what I would do without you and Arlo. We've got Miranda. We have got, I'm so mellow, Mark. I worked out today and then I did yoga not that long ago. So I'm like kind of on an even keel right now.
No grape pie today?
Actually, I just finished eating some grapes, so it may kick in a little bit.
Oh my! Thanks for the warning.
I
Ralph,
know,
get up here. Ralph, get up here. We gotta put her in a straitjacket.
Shout out to Miguel. Shout out to Marissa Escobar. Escobedo. What's up, Marissa? Welcome. Thank you for coming to the aftermarket. Shout out to Angela Morlan. What's up? Or Morlam. How are you? We got Ralph down there. Ralph said, Dawn, I'm coming, but if you're on grapes, I can't do it. Look, he's got the little picture of the grapes.
I see that.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to Mark McSee, who was up here with me as usual. Billy, oh, Billy Mack, when are you coming back? Billy Mack, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. He says, hi, Mark and Dawn. Mike Clark, what's up? What is going on? Steve, how you doing down there, bro? Jay Waffle in the house. Jay Waffle says, hello, people. We've got John Nyquist. He said, do you guys ever watch candlesticks that are price action only, no time frame? Is that even possible?
I do watch Candlestick. It tells the story of what's going on at the moment. If I'm watching it in a 1 minute chart, I'm watching 1 minute candles.
Yeah.
I'm watching 2 minute, I'm watching 2 minute candles.
I don't think you can have it on no time frame because time exists. So it's in some type of increment. I mean, you can do like a 1 second candle where it's barely, and it's just quick. But
yeah, I don't know if you typed that question correctly or what. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to have a time frame.
Watching. Well,
you got to have a time frame.
The candle's a reflection of the time frame you're looking at.
Right.
If it's a 1 minute, it's a 1 minute candle. If it's a 5 minute chart, it's a 5 minute candle.
Candles tell the story. So yes, candlestick watching is also a part of trading. We do support and resistance lines. And yeah, we watch the candles. So half of Coach's rules are based on candlesticks. He's got the 15-minute rule. He's got the half candle rule. He's got the 7 candle rule, you name it. So yeah, Coach trains us to definitely be mindful of candlestick. Mm-hmm. Candlestick awareness is key, my friend. So yes.
As a matter of fact, he tells us this is a must-read book. Right here.
Nice.
Don't trade before learning these 14 candlestick patterns.
Bam.
PR. Look at that. She's got hers in front of her too. Must be something to this. Must be something to it.
Those ADTers, they are trained well, man. Who is this Chad Christian?
I think it's a cult.
You damn Skippy. And I love it. Aaron X. Welcome, Aaron. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man,
Hey,
I
girl,
feel
hey.
good. I feel good, Aaron. Is she down there? I
Yeah,
feel so good. I've been raw since the 11th. And yeah, I've just been chilling. I've been doing my yoga and I am back on track. I've been drinking my water. I've just been eating to sustain, not eating for anything other than just so don't get I don't mind hunger cravings, hunger pains, because I know they go away after a while. So yeah, but just to know, I feel good. I feel really good right now.
I wouldn't know what a hunger pain feels like, Dawn.
Why?
I'm always shoving food in my pie hole. Look at me.
Oh my God.
Look at me.
I can only see your face. Your face doesn't look fat, Mark. You must have a good metabolism.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
nah,
Well,
you're not.
yeah.
I've seen big people. You're not like that. So
I'm
patience
probably
for
at my
pennies.
I'm probably at the top weight I've ever been in my life right now.
Are you? Why? Because you're sitting all day.
Because I sit for 12, 14 hours a day, shoving food in my pie hole.
Mark, why do you think I went raw? Oh my God, dude. I got to my pregnant weight when yeah. So I'm like, okay, I gotta do something. And I think, speaking of Hey Girl Hey, I heard her say the other day that she had picked up weight. So I'm like, but I'm like, yeah, we all are gonna look what Coach did. Coach had to really just like take control of himself, because we all saw the earlier videos. Coach was pretty hefty, right? I'm trying to be nice. He always called himself fat, but yeah, I don't like to be mean. He can call himself that. I'm not gonna call him that, but he was definitely heftier. And then he just sent a picture out there and put a picture out there in Discord. Yeah, man, I might do a before and after picture of him and put it up here later, because Coach looks good. Coach really looks. I'm really impressed with the way he has come down and his discipline with the weight thing, man. He's done. And I'm not kissing Coach's ass right now. This is facts. If you saw Coach before, then you see him now. He has done some work, man. So I admire that. And you know, Jen and I are into health, so that is my jam right there. To see somebody do that much of a transformation, that's some good shit. That's some good shit.
Yep.
And I'm glad, because he's getting older. So it's good that he came down, and he's, we always worry about it. We want him to be okay. So that's a good thing, man. Hey girl, hey! What's going on?
Hey. Oh, Christina, we miss you.
Listening while searching for a place to live. I know. We had to go through that 5 years ago. I mean, we were at our place 7 years, and all of a sudden the landlord shows up one day and says, hey, listen, I need you ladies to be out in a couple of months. I'm going to go ahead and sell the house. I'm like, what? After you told us you weren't going to sell the house? You came to our wedding and said you weren't going to sell the house. You know what I mean? So, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, she's like, yeah, I changed my mind. I'm tired of worrying about the maintenance and upkeep. And
it's a business decision. It's a business decision.
I get it. I got it. And we moved on. But, damn, it does suck. It doesn't take away from the fact that I was at home for 7 years. And now, so I get it, Christina. Good luck with that. Who else do we have? One Tall Cool One. I remember hearing One Tall Cool One back in the day. Coach was always talking to him on the in the chat and everything on the live YouTubes. What up, One Tall Cool One? How you been, brother? Ralph, what's going on? Aaron said LOL at Ralph. Mike 1475, how are you? Yep. So I guess everybody still might be over in the Zoom, maybe watching stuff. But man, guys, I hope everybody let me know, how did you do today? Tell me and Mark how you guys did today. Did you make any money? If not, why not? Come on up here on the panel. Okay, there are 3 links that are located right at the top of this video, and one of them is the link to join this stream. You can come up here and tell us about your day. If you want to replay any of your plays that you're not satisfied with, or you want to learn more about, you can come up here and replay it. We'll put the trading view indicators up, and we'll go through the trade, and we'll see what you did right, what you did wrong, and help you out with that. So yeah, come on up here and join the panel. AmericanDreamTrading.com. right now, if you go there, Coach he still has that lifetime, right, Mark?
One left. One and one only. Get it while it's
All
gone.
right. Yep. So
Once
Coach
it's gone,
has,
it's gone.
yep, one lifetime left. Where is my thumbnail? Oh, there it is. Coach has one lifetime VIP membership left. Get it now. It actually allows you to go ahead and join VIP and not have to pay any more membership fees for eternity. Okay. Now, it doesn't include VIP Gold. You got to go ahead and do the upgrade for that. That's $2,500. But if you get the VIP, at least you won't have that renewal fee every year. So it makes sense. Anybody who has the wherewithal to be able to do it has done it. So it is well worth it to go ahead. You got hot stock picks included in that. You've got the one-on-one type style training with Coach every day. You've got trading view indicators that we just talked about. You've got monthly workshop classes in there. I mean, you can't beat that. You cannot beat that. So go ahead and take full advantage of that. You get the live Zoom call. You've got help desk support, all of that included with the VIP membership. So go ahead and get that to where you don't have to pay anymore and save yourself some money. He's only got one left. And when he has one left and it's gone, he doesn't bring that back for a while. So
I'll be right back. I got eyeballs staring at me.
Got eyeballs staring at you? Okay.
Fur babies.
But yeah. So while Mark is gone, what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick little. We are going to do. What are we going to do? Boom. We're going to go over Coach's rules. Okay. Hey, Ralph.
What's going on, Dawn? I heard you.
Not much.
I heard you was on some type of different diet other than grapes, so I decided to come on and take the chance. What's the worst that can happen, right?
I can
what
start
y'all
screaming
doing?
profusely, jumping all over the place. Oh, nothing. Going over Coach's rules.
Oh yeah, very important. I don't want to stop you, friend. Go ahead, because there's a lot of people.
Yeah, let's go ahead
Let's hear
and
'em.
knock them out. We got a few new people down there, so I haven't done them in a while. I did them the other day, but first and foremost, you want to remember not to trade with real money. Okay, do not use real money. Make sure you are always trading in a paper trade simulator. They've got an excellent one. Ralph and I love the replay on TradingView. We use that a lot. Weeble's got a paper trading simulator. So, don't trade with real money. There's all things out there available for you not to have to do that if you are brand new. But rule number one on this list is do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your account. If you do, you have a problem. Don't have more than two.
That's a very important one. I ain't mean to cut you off, but that's a very important one right there. That one right there will keep you in the game a long time. All right. Once you figure it out,
lose it, how you gonna trade?
Exactly. Once you figure it out, because at first I know it's a shock. You be like 1 to 3%. That ain't Right. Figure out how the rule work, then go at it like that and just follow it, and you'll be fine. Trust me.
Right.
But go ahead. I ain't mean to cut you off. I just had to bring light to how important that rule right there.
Man,
all of
stop
them is
playing.
Important.
You hop in there anytime you want.
All right, but that one there will keep you in the game for a long time.
Well, it's the foundation, because if you lose more than 1 to 3% of your account, or if you blow your account up, then you're not trading anything anyway because you got no money.
That's right. Once you figure those numbers right there out, it's going to take you like 100 days to blow up your account. All right, this is 1 to 3%, and then whenever you hit them two back-to-backs, you got to sit down. Family, You'll be in the game the next year. It'll be 2025 before you. If you don't figure it out by then you might need to just start on over. But that rule right there keep you in for a long time. I'm telling you.
Right. Rule number 2, do not have more than 2 red trading days in a row. Don't be this guy. I'm telling you, it's not fun. Don't do it. If you find yourself in a rut and you can't get out of it, either it's back-to-back red trades or back-to-back that turn into back-to-back days of red trades, then you need to stop trading and start training. Get yourself in a timeout, get control, step away, okay? You need to make sure that if you're in a situation like that, that you train more and trade less. Obviously, you're not doing something right, so get out of that, all right? And the best way to do it is just cut it. Rule number 3, okay? If you are not familiar, well, you shouldn't be scalping, okay? Let's just call it a buck. You shouldn't be scalping if you're a brand new trader. Scalping requires you have a reasonable sized account so that you can get in and out of a trade in under a minute usually, okay, and earn some money and get out of there. Usually, if you have short money, you got to sit in a trade a little bit longer, right? If you've got long money, you can get in and out and make a quick buck. But people who are not used to scalping and don't have the mechanics down, that's not something you should be doing. Coach has a strategy called 2-minute EWO that teaches you how to hold on to winning trades and sit in them longer. That's what you need to be studying. Any videos you see on here that Carter has uploaded that has the letters EWO, look at them, okay? Look at them over and over again and study them as if your life depended on it, if you're trading life dependent on it, okay? Next one, 1 to 5 trades per day. Why do we do that, Mark McSee? Why do we limit ourselves to that?
So we don't overtrade our account and put our whole account at risk. The more we trade, the more chances we have of putting our account at risk and losing our money. And then we lose our money. Then we revenge trade. And then we lost money. So now we got a revenge trade. And then we lose more money. Then you got a revenge on your revenge trade. It's just a horrible place and a rat hole to go down. You don't want to do it.
It's a never-ending cycle.
1 to 5 trades per day only. Make sure they're quality trades. Don't just jump at first shiny penny you think you see.
That's it. Period. Don't do it.
Period.
It's not worth it. Okay? Because that's the easiest way to lose more than 1 to 3% of your account right there. Over trading. Okay? So these rules work in conjunction with one another. Position size. Go in small. Okay? Smaller position sizes offer greater reward with less risk. Let me ask you a question, Mark. You said you made an Apple trade today where you went in with 10 contracts that were in the money. They were about $150 a piece. That's probably about what? Cost you about $1,500, close to $1,500, right? To get in that trade. Are you eating?
Yes, 10 contracts. I'm shoving food in my pie hole while I'm off.
I was just about to say, didn't you just say you're constantly shoving food and you're doing it right now? Mark,
I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I don't want to get hunger pains. No, it was Google. It was Google. 10 contracts. I think it. Let's see here. What did it cost me? $3,150.
Okay, now see, I would be shitting bricks. Let me ask you a question. If you had just done two, because we don't want to just do one contract because you want to be able to shed if necessary and stay in the trade if you need to. Mm-hmm. If you had done 2 contracts, would you be able to sit in that all day?
Well, if it told me that, if the technicals told me that it was going the way I wanted to on the call, yeah, but not the way it went up and then dumped. So I would have bailed, right? EWO and Coach's 2.0 indicators said, time to get out.
Right. But if it had started going against you, would you have been as nervous with only a couple $100 on the line as opposed to $3,000 on the line?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Size
makes it
matters.
Easier. Yeah, it does. You know? I'm not even going to go there.
But
please don't.
Sorry, I already went there for you. No, you know what? And I said this during the Zoom calls quite a few times. I don't know if I've said it on the Aftermarket show. I took off my trading account screen, Weevil, which you can customize, put whatever you want on there. I have no quick glance things to see what's in my account, what my trade is, how much profit, how much loss, nothing. I took all that off. You know, I
Hey, that
deleted
was a good change to make, wasn't it? It
Yeah,
makes
and
trading
it's
a lot
really,
easier, doesn't it?
yeah,
It
I'm
really
not hiding
does.
it. I took it off. Now I can go click
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
the sidebar, bring it up, but I don't.
Are you
It's not
used to
in view.
trading like that now without it?
Oh yeah, I don't
Do
even
you
care.
go look for it? Do you are you like, oh, I need to see it, like you were that first
100%.
week?
Oh, the first
I've
week
been
I was having spasms, but no,
I've been
Yeah.
I
changed
don't
mine
care.
to
You know
all
why?
pips.
Yeah,
Because you're trading this trade.
I'm trading
Yeah.
the trade. I'm looking at the candles. I'm looking at the L2. I'm looking at my support and resistance lines. You know, well, I know about where I got in at. I mean, I could do quick math in my head as long as it ain't more than 2 + 2. But
Yeah.
you know, yeah, I don't. It's made a world of difference. I don't worry about, because before I did that self-imposed. Well, when I'm in a contract, if I don't make at least, I'm hanging in here until I make at least 20%, right? Today I made what I make 17% or whatever it said I made. Well, not even that much. Let me see. And what I just
think
say?
on
What I just
Weevil-
tell you? No, wait a minute.
I love the sound of his. I
Minus
love the sound of his
minus
calculator.
I know. I
I
love the sound of him figuring it out.
I made 20%. Sorry, it
Okay.
just worked.
Okay.
It worked out that way.
Just
but I
happened
didn't
to
know
work out that
till
way.
just till right now. Okay.
I
So,
believe you could change that shit to percentage gains on Weaver, can't you? Like you could change it to what only show the percentage.
yeah, but I don't want to look
Yeah.
at none of it. I want to have
Okay.
to. I
Okay.
don't know.
All
I can guess about where I got in and I can guess about where I got out, but you never know your fill rates exactly, right?
right.
So you look it out. It's going to be within a couple pennies at least, right?
Right.
So I got a pretty good idea after the fact until I click on my account and actually look and see what my fill rates were or the profit. But yeah,
It's just
I don't
something
do it at
that
all.
it helped, though,
Seriously.
didn't it?
Oh, it's been a game changer for me. I don't look. I'm playing the
You should
candles.
try
I'm
it,
playing
though.
the L2. I'm playing
That's
the
it.
things and only looking at the things that's making me money or limiting a loss of money, right? Knowing when to get out if I'm in a losing trade. So there's no distractions anymore. It works
Okay,
for me.
so
I'm not saying it's going to work for you, but it works for me. It was a life-changing experience when I got rid of that.
well, you
Nah, it
just
worked for
gave,
me.
gave
Yeah.
the big word distraction. When you keep looking at your P&L, that's a distraction. You're supposed to be trading the trade and looking at what's going on within that trade so that you can make an informed decision. If you're worried about your P&L, think about it. If your mind is clouded with worrying about what's happening with your P&L, how are you paying attention to the trade? If
It's
you
bad
lose
enough
money,
structures.
that's why, because you're not paying
Yeah.
attention to the damn trade. You're worried
I was
about,
act-
am I making money, am I losing money?
I was actually in a trade while I was moderating, which you shouldn't do. I highly recommend against doing that, talking while you're trading. And somebody said something, and I'm like, what's the definition of whatever it was? I don't remember now. So I clicked on my browser and typed in a quick Google search, it would pop up. And then while I looked up it that way, that was one part of when Google pulled back on me. I was distracted for like 5 seconds. And I wouldn't have got out anyway, but that's not the point. It could have been disastrous. I'm like,
Right.
okay, that was a distraction. Don't do that ever again. You know, if they got
Yeah.
a question, they can wait. Because when I'm trading, if I'm moderating, I leave the screen up. I don't care what screen's up. You know?
Yeah.
So it's another change that I made that I got from Mark that helped me out too. Is I stopped stressing out about that half account stuff. I mean, this might not work for everybody because see, me and Mark, we are a little different because he not trading because he moderating, and then I don't really trade stocks that much, right? So by me just letting go of that right there, it helped me out a lot because I used to always be like, I only want to use half of the account and trying to be like, well, I can't do this. And I just get in with whatever I'm getting in with.
Yeah.
Trade to trade. If I use the whole account, I just won't trade the next day. It's
you
not
go.
a big deal.
Right,
It's not
right.
like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like an end of the world if I
Yeah.
open up and just
It's already
don't
enough
have
pressure on us. Why impose even more? You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't like
just
getting in that
even worry
position
about
because
that.
I've been in that position a couple. I don't like it because I want to trade every day, right?
Yeah.
Big deal
Yeah.
if you don't, right? But
What's up, Turf
the
Diggler?
What's
moderators
up?
all work close together. So, like Bruno
Yeah.
was talking, I'm like, Bruno's got so much work behind the scenes to do. I'm like, let me know, boss, whenever you want to leave, right? He gets pissed when I call him boss, but he's not really our boss, but we look
No,
up to
but
him.
you know what? I'm gonna
Well,
tell you
we
one
look up
thing.
to him.
Bruno's the reason why I'm not trading right now. I'm not going to go into all the details, but we had a conversation yesterday, and while I'm not doing bad, I still have some issues that I'm trying to work through.
Mhm.
So he laid it out that maybe you should take some time off from trading, and that way you can make sure that all your finances are in order, because even though I'm doing okay, I still trade a little nervously no matter what amount it is, because I'm still wanting to make the money. That's why I'm so impressed with you, Mark, with getting rid of the P&L. I'm talking to myself, guys, when I'm saying stop staring at your P&L. Not just you, I'm talking to me too. So when I watch this back, sometimes I'm looking down, I'm like, I'm talking to me so that I can see me saying, hey, dumbass, stop looking at your P&L. Okay. Trade the trade. So I made him a promise that I wouldn't do any trading for a little bit and go back to training and build my account up to where I can comfortably trade, not have to use anything that might be needed for something else. And but in the meantime, hey, I love it. We've got trading view indicators. We got the replay. We can train. So I am training. It's only going to make me better, right? So while I can trade, I choose not to right now.
I challenge everybody that's listening here, and if you look at our chat right now, I did a rough count. There's at least 7 or 8 people in our chat right now that have been up with us since 4 in the morning. All of us in this room. Turk, you were in there this morning too, weren't you?
I was not. No.
Pre-market, you wasn't this morning. Us 3 plus there's 7 or 8 people that's in the chat right now. Been going. We're nuts.
Just come clean.
We're nuts.
Been here the whole time.
Well, I know, Ralph. Ralph's a vampire. I'm surprised you guys. I know you were, but you were there. Though. You were there this morning, right?
I was there.
You've been up. You've been up since before 3 a.m., right?
Yes. Yeah.
I was in there at 3:30.
Yeah, I logged in at 3:30 and Ralph and I was having a conversation already.
Yeah.
Listen,
But
ADT. If you fill it in, isn't that addict? If you fill in some letters in there, can that be an acronym for addict? And listen, let me put it out there too. Okay. When I say that, I mean that jovially, but I don't take being an addict lightly, and I'm not making fun of anybody because I lost both of my parents to addiction. So it's not a funny thing. I literally have an addictive personality, probably like many of us, because I inherited it. So yes, I am in it constantly. I'm all around ADT because I love this group. I love Coach and I love this group. And I could be addicted to a lot worse things.
Yes.
Okay. And so could you. So if you like the group, hang out. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you're spending all your time. Hey, listen, if you want to do it, do it. Not to the detriment of your family. Don't be ignoring your family, but hey, if you're getting something out of the group and it's helping you, some people are out there, and let's call it what it is. Some people out there don't have anybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some people out there are lonely. They're in the group, and the group fulfills that need for them. So that's why they hang out. So hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I like to make everybody a 2-week challenge. Whatever trading platform you're on, whether it's Webull or TOS, whatever, don't matter. I challenge you, any references to your profit and loss, your account balances, anything, take it off your trading chart, your trading, whatever you're looking at your screen. Take it off there, trade without it for 2 weeks. You'll know where you got in and where you got out, what time you got in, what time you got out. Yeah, you're going to do like I did and go, keep looking over there at it because it might be 20% yet or whatever magical number you got in your head. Do it for 2 weeks. After a couple of days, you'll quit twitching.
Did you?
But you will
today's
twitch.
The first day you did it without it?
Yeah. Yeah, I just
no, not today. He's been doing it for a couple of weeks now.
couple of weeks.
Okay.
I don't
And
even look at it anymore.
the first day you did it, did you feel?
I just
Yeah.
asked him that.
I needed to hit a crack. I couldn't tell what I was at.
Did you feel like you trade better at the end of the day after the 2-week kind of test run? Did you feel like you trade better?
Oh yeah, exactly. It's one less distraction. What do you
tend to
care?
look
What
at
do
the
you
candles
care?
more.
Coach teaches this. This is not something I just pull out, blowing smoke out of my butt for. Coach tells us not to do this. Don't look at your problem. Don't worry about it. Trade to trade. It's in front of you with the technical information you got, whether it's EWO or you're scalping. Use your support and resistance lines. Read the candles, right? If you want to throw the L2 in there, do that. You shouldn't be worried about how much money. It will take care of itself.
Right.
Well, you'll know whether your trade is profitable, right? You know where you got in. If it drops below where you got in, you know you're losing money, right?
Right.
Well, if you're losing money, you got to make a decision whether to exit or not, right? Based on the technical indicators. So don't worry. I'm telling you, it was hard the first couple of days. It really was. I kept looking over to see if it was there, and it wasn't there. About threw my neck out.
Yeah.
Give it 2 weeks.
Another thing I love about the L2 is when you're doing that, if you're watching the candles and you're watching them constantly go down, but you look at the L2 and you're starting to see the sell side pick up to where it's raising the price, that also, you can't pay attention and can't know things like that unless you're watching intently. And maybe you're sitting there getting scared because like, oh, I'm down $50, I'm down 100, I'm down 1,000, and you jump out and the L2 the whole time was telling you, stay in this trade. It hasn't broken the cloud. You're still in the 2-minute EWO, and look, it's going up. But you didn't pay attention to that because you were blinded by fear. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
you'll see let's say $1,000 is $1 million to you. You see your trade just hit $1,000 mark. What do you start doing? You start twitching. Oh my God, look at all this money, right?
Yeah.
Even I get excited when I make a lot of money, right? We all do. Don't matter what your count size, whatever's big to you in your world, and that influences your buy and sell decisions. You're going to sell, maybe you don't know if you're at the top or not, but if you use the indicators, that'll help you make that decision. You're always going to leave money on the table. Don't stress about it. I'm telling you, give it two weeks. I mean, Coach tells us not to look at that, right? Trade to trade, let the runners run. Don't worry about the dollar amount. Any reference? No, don't try. Try means I may do it, and if I don't like it,
I am going to change my.
I will do it. I will be Yoda.
Don't try, Turk. Do.
Yeah, don't try.
Yeah.
I like it.
Things that I'm doing
like
right
Yoda.
now.
Be like Yoda.
Forced me to do.
I definitely am guilty of looking at it as the trade's going on, sweating a little, but then I'm like, all right. And I try to breathe. I try breathing, let me look at the candles. Let me look at the EWO. Everything seems to be going in why I got into the trade. But then I'll see the numbers and I get all right, this is a good profit. Let me just take it out, and without really looking at the fundamentals of the trade.
Right.
You know what it is? It's a wax on. It's a wax on, wax off scenario. Because the whole time Daniel didn't realize he was being trained to block punches. Right? This also is a way to develop discipline. Before you know it, if you get good at doing this and resisting the urge to look at your P&L, and after a while you have beat that demon, guess what? You now have obtained some discipline, haven't you?
I thought you were talking
well, don't you need discipline in trades?
I'm turning it off now.
Don't you need discipline in trades? Don't you need to be able to cut off losing trades? That takes discipline. Don't you know how to get in when you're supposed to get in on a 2-minute EWO and stay in it? That takes discipline. Well, why not hone those skills on getting rid of the P&L? Because it'll help you with other sections of your trade.
I'm telling you, don't hide it. Do not hide it, because you will look. Take it off your screen so that it will take multiple clicks to get that information. I mean, we will click on.
Yo. That's as ironic because what Mark is just saying is what I did today. I had to take them off. I did. I just followed the process. I was looking at the chart. I did what Mark was teaching the last time, about the support lines and all.
Yep.
I'm looking at the L2, especially after that mastermind class we took. Yes. I ain't going to get into that, but I did everything. I didn't even look at the P&L. I was like, you know what? I'm not looking at it. And the first one I knew I had to get out. I was down I was down 180, and then I went into I think it was AMD. I had to look at it, And I just was looking at the process. I just kept in with the L2 and looked at the support line, and it was just creeping up. And boom! I was like, all right, things are starting to change. I got out. It wasn't until I was done I went and looked at the P&L. So
wow, that's good, man.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I actually made that much. I'm like,
you resisted it, right?
Yeah,
and
I
focused
like
on the trade, and you made more money as a result of you focusing on the trade.
That messed me up so much in the past, and I finally today I was like, I'm taking it off, and that it worked. I'm telling you.
Jimmy
what
used to cover
is this? Yeah, he used to cover it, but you could go like that and lift it up.
Yeah.
Take it
he probably didn't know how to turn it off.
Probably.
Take it off.
Take that stuff, take it clear off your screen so that you actually have to go out of your way. Because you're not going to click off, especially Webull. It's got a sidebar there, right? And you're on your trading one. But if you go click on account, what's that going to do? That's going to hide your trade window that you're doing, right? So you don't want to be playing that game. So delete it off, wait till your trades are done, then go look. Give me 2 weeks. Hey, let me know if it changes the way that you trade it. But I guarantee you, you will have spasms for the first couple of days. I know I did.
Mark will make you change things. I'm telling you, I missed the trade the other day because I was putting support and resistance lines on. When I came up from starting it out, it would have ripped my face off anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just make the change and do the right thing. Huh?
Do you put the P&L on your screen?
I been got rid of that. I got rid of that before Mark. Before Mark did, for real. There's two things that I stopped doing, right? So I don't have the P&L. I have mine account tips. It's a little different. But two things, right? If you put in your stop based on the dollar amount, that's gonna cause you to get stopped out, right? And it's the whole psychological thing. Whenever you watching, you be like, okay, I lose this. This is where I put my stop at. One thing that might can help you out is come up with like a plan where you risking this portion of your account. And I mean, when I say risk, I don't mean like, oh, I'm gonna trade this amount on there. No, how much is your risk, your actual risk, the stop loss, right? If that don't fit within a certain amount of your account, right, on each trade, then you need to lower the position size, right? A lot of people think about, oh, my stop is this. Listen, whenever you go in, find out where your stop is going to be at, how much that's going to be. And then, I'm pretty sure you can find some type of calculator to do this with. It comes easy for me because it's a calculator that I got to use to get in a trade with Forex. But if you can swap this over to stocks. And whenever I did that, it kind of helped me out, right? Just using a proportion of the account on every trade. Now, it forces you to trade right in order for you to make anything. Like, you'll be surprised if you come up with some type of plan, which we already have one, the 1 to 3% plan, but I'm talking about the calculator and the formula that you need to get in the trade, right? I'm pretty sure it's some type of risk management calculator that you can use, but then you use Coach's 1 to 3% rule. It helps when you come out with all these steps, and it may seem like, oh, it's going to make me trade less, but it won't. It won't, because whenever you trade right, all you have to do then is trade right, and your account will just go up. You won't have these big, massive swings where you're losing a large portion of your account in one day. And then another thing that I noticed when I made that change, trades really don't matter, right? They matter, but one trade ain't gonna just ruin my day. You know what I mean? One trade ain't gonna just take me out of the game forever. If I'm trading and the lights go off, I got like 3 of them on. I know that if anything happened, the worst thing that happened, even if they jump over my stop, it ain't gonna just take me out. You know what I mean? So whenever you do that, it's kind of like frees you up from all that. Oh, if this one don't go up, So yeah, make the change. I'm telling you, we always thinking about the dollar amount that you're making on a trade or the dollar amount you're losing on a trade. Just trade right. That's all you got to do is make sure you do the step. That way you can focus on more of the candles going up instead of, oh, I'm at this point right here. I'd have made that amount. I'm gonna take something off the savings right here. No,
Yeah, the point is, I mean, I'm talking about one particular thing, but all of us have something that's impeding our trading success. And it doesn't necessarily have to be looking at the P&L. Whatever it is, figure out what's distracting you or worrying you and eliminate it. David talks about that. He's got an engineering background. If something keeps occurring, you got to figure out a way to eliminate it. And you got to figure out a way to eliminate it without causing additional problems.
Right.
And so, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be looking at the profit. Whatever it is that's causing you distractions, get rid of it.
And
To
Mark,
me, it was
what's the
P&L.
best way to find that? What's the best way to find your strengths and weaknesses?
I give what?
Do a
There
journal.
you go.
Journal
There you
trades.
go.
Yeah.
There's mine. There's mine. Look, I was able to
Yeah.
grab mine because it's right here next to me. I didn't have to dig for it. Look.
I keep mine right here, so
I
I got to get a new one.
There you go.
Mine's
Where's
still
mine?
dark.
There you go.
Yep.
Why y'all got them composition
Right
shirts? What the hell is that?
I know, right?
Because it's cheap. It's cheap.
They are cheap.
I ain't spending.
Dollar Tree.
They
I
are
ain't spending
cheap.
all.
I went and picked
Cheap.
up 5 of them the other day. I'm way ahead.
They are cheap.
Yes, man. Well, I tell you what, that we have made some good points here so far. And it all goes within coach's rules, which we didn't finish. Listen, don't trade options if you're not ready. Go with shares, and last but not least, use your stops. Were the last two. That's one of the things we don't do. We don't challenge ourselves to do things like what Mark has done with the discipline and stuff like that. Jimmy was one of the first people that we heard say that he covers up his P&L. We heard Nate mention that he's been doing it last week. Not last week, but he's been doing it for a while. He was covering up his P&L. Remember, he said his wife was walking by and he had it covered up, and you know what I mean? So I mean, everybody who's trading well uses that as a strategy. Take heed, take heed. Look at what the people that are being successful are doing. And you think you might want to emulate that a little bit? They're telling you right there what's making them successful. Mark is trading out of his mind right now. And if the past couple of weeks he hasn't looked at his P&L, there's got to be something to it. Coach isn't saying it for no reason. It's working. Right. And now other people are using it and it's working. So there's something to it.
Yeah, I learned that from Coach. It's not something I came up with my own.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He always says it.
But like I said before, it took me 10 months of listening before I heard
hear it. Yeah.
So this is just another one of them. Okay, this one took me a year and 3 months, whatever, 2 months.
Right.
And finally of hearing him say, "Don't worry about what your P&L is, just trade."
Right.
So I'm a little slow. I'm slow. I'm not that bright.
Speaking of slow,
I did catch on.
Don't be slow to hit the like button, guys. Make sure you're hitting that like button down there, please. Share the content and subscribe. We are trying to get Coach to 15,000 subscribers. Right now, we are working on that. We have 10,438. So we got 4,562 to go. Not bad, not bad. We've been here before when we were trying to get to 10,000. We can do it. So make sure you guys are doing what you can to help the channel grow. It's free. Hit the like button. Subscribe.
So what about that mix-up? Oh, we'll talk about it. Run my credits. Me and my jam. Hold on.
Right.
It's probably something new now, though.
Don't forget how to grow your small account. Part 2 is coming up June 5th. If you have not gone over to AmericanDreamTrading.com to pick up your class link, make sure you do that. And don't forget, if you went to the first one, it is a discount code in there for you. So.
Oh my God! I was looking forward to the old commercial, dog. Can you play it for me?
The commercial?
Yeah,
You want the whole
other
commercial?
one. I want the
Oh,
other
yeah.
one. It's the gold. I like the gold. The gold beat. Let me get that. I know it's been a while.
Everybody,
I was looking forward for
at the
that.
beginning of the show, but
Damn.
everybody go ahead and grab a snack or soming, and
They can hear it again. I'm waiting for that.
I ain't grabbing a stack. You went to a lot of trouble to make it. I want to watch it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Quick commercial break.
hosted our new mastermind series class, which is going to be June 5th at 4:30 Eastern. This is how to grow your small account part 2. You do not have to watch the first one to have the second one, but I highly recommend it because it is the basis and the foundation leading into part 2, which was how to grow your small account. It was $199 if you were able to buy that before the class. It's almost 2 hours. But it is a full 90-minute class with Q&A. You guys will be able to rewatch that as much as you want. If you did buy the first one, there is a discount code that you guys can use. I can't just blurt it out because it's only if you bought the first one. So head over to our Discord, look at the channel that is for the replay of that video, and you guys will see the actual discount code that is listed inside of there. You can find it in our store if you go to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
Now, Bruno mentioned something earlier. I don't know if that's still there, so I may have to adjust that commercial. I don't know. I know you can buy but I don't know if what's going on with the Discord section of that. So I have to go look and check with him and see, and maybe do a little switch up on that video. But yeah, part 2 is coming up June 5th. So make sure you pull up, have your composition notebook ready. Get yourself a Sharpie. Huh? Okay, well, I don't know where my Sharpie is. Get yourself a Sharpie. Make sure you are ready to go and be ready to learn. And I tell you what, that first one, I have watched it 3 times, and I'm telling you, I never get tired of watching. You know, you learn through other people's questions too. So I love it. If there's a question I want to ask, if I haven't asked it, someone else will ask it, and you end up getting the answer that you wanted just by other people's questions. You know, so it's a lot of Q&A in that one. It's really good. Oh man,
what happened to the pre-market this morning? It
That
was like
crazy,
frozen.
wasn't it?
NASDAQ, man. NASDAQ. It was
That's
terrible.
what it was.
Yeah.
That thing right there affected the whole financial
Everything
markets.
like did stop.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
you couldn't trade at all.
that was
I
crazy. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that was scary because it starts making you think, okay, what is this, some type of, situation happening? I don't want to use any buzzwords, so, but yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, what's going on with the infrastructure? What's happening?
I tell you, NASDAQ is a big deal because
yes,
I'm telling you, I was in trades this morning, and I was just like, I didn't go to sleep before we started, and I was like, I gotta go take a shower, I gotta get things done. Then when I heard y'all coming on, y'all was like, what's wrong with my health? So I was like, well, that'll work itself out in a few minutes. It's like my trades came to a halt. They were still moving, but they were just barely moving. I'm like, what's going on? Because before y'all come on, that's like the opening of a session for me. So it was like things went up. Like a couple moves happened, and the next thing you know, it just stopped. I'm like, why my trades going to a pause?
Yeah.
Then I heard y'all was having trouble. Then they found out it was not just the Weeble thing. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just going, I was like, I'm going to just go on and take it. As soon as y'all was like, it's right back on, that's when my trade started to move. Like they moved the whole time, but they didn't have like the volume that they had. And then after that, the rest of the day just seemed like it was off. Like it just seemed like everything was not really happening.
Yeah.
Like, everything that you thought was everything that I thought was gonna happen did not happen.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. Like I was like, oh.
I got my coffee, I got everything there waiting, then all of a sudden, I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
horrible.
Mark and Nate must be very frustrated about right now.
L2s only had like 1 to 2 lines in them.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I executed a trade and got out of it. Well, I was in the trade before it went awry, and then I held on forever just watching the trading view chart because the trading view charts were accurate. It's just the Weeble ones, the actual brokerage houses were off. So I held on to it for a long time while it was going sideways, and then it did let me sell it. It just didn't have an accurate price, but I did get filled at the price that I sold it at. So everything was okay on that end. It was just I wasn't going to trade without any information. That was just like trading blind. Heck with that.
Excuse me,
my account.
Mark, can you use the proper vernacular, please? Brokerage homes.
Brokerage home. Brokerage home. You come from a brokerage home?
I'm joking with you.
No,
Brokerage
even
house.
at first, like I had took a trade through Robinhood. It was
I love messing with you.
It was
the Robinhood.
I took a trade on. It was working. You could take the trade, but the price wasn't updating. Like
Right.
I could see it on TradingView with the right price, and I could see it on TradingView with the right price, but I couldn't see it on Robinhood moving at all. Like it was just saying the same thing it had said whenever I had got in. I'm like, what's going on? I thought it was just the Weaver thing at first, but then all the Robinhood, like if you use Robinhood, you know how you can go and click on live, and then it go like day, week, month, year, or whatever this to look at the the history of the charts. They didn't have it live on there. Only the crypto was showing you the live price. I guess they just had the close of the prior day for every ticker on mine. So I don't know about everybody else.
Yeah.
What time was it able to start trading?
It stayed like that probably until a little bit before the bell for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't even. Yeah, and then once the bell went on, I had tried to get in. What's that NVDL? And I was like, well, I'm gonna just get a couple of shares of NVDL, since it's a big day. That didn't work out. Good thing it didn't. It kept going down, and usually I buy if I'm gonna get two or something, I get it, and I always wait for it to breathe back and pick me up. So it just started coming back heavy. I was like, that's too fast. And I took my order off. I said, I'm gonna just wait for a few minutes for it to start going back up before I buy another one. It hesitated like it was gonna go back up. Once it rolled over, I was just like, man, you know what? This ain't looking like it's working. And I went on and got out. After that trade right there, there was no more stock trades for me. I just went on ahead and just shut it down for the day. It was just, I don't know, today was kind of weird. Plus, coach was like, he ain't trading. And then Bruno was like, be skeptical. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm not about to do this.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Take a look at Apple today. If you take a look at Apple, it didn't do probably what people thought it was going to do based on the news that was out there with Apple and Google. Just going to run through the stocks that we normally do a pre-market in the morning, take a look at what happened with them. Apple it shot up at the gate, did real well. Marks, didn't you make money off of that?
Off of Google, yeah. It climbed the same way. Yeah.
Google did the same thing. And then it went here, curiously. And it threw me off because I'm glad I didn't trade that because I would not have expected that. I mean, I would have gotten out. But, I mean, that's good news. Google and Apple, they're two conglomerates. So
was that at 10 o'clock?
What?
When the peak. Was that at 10 o'clock up there at the peak?
You know what? I don't know.
Just slide your mouse
over. That looked like shift.
No, I gotta enlarge it, Mark. You know I'm blind.
Yeah, that looks like shift change, Mark.
It is.
I think. I don't know.
Actually, no. That's 10:55. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even the shift change is late today.
Yeah, 10:44 is right. So all through here is like quarter to 11. So over here. It's gonna look like a double top right there. Now that is 10 o'clock. That's 9:54 right there. So in here is 10 o'clock. In here is 11 o'clock. So we got a
Google
double
went
top.
up. Yeah, Google went up and pulled way back, and then it went back up for a while, and then dropped the same time that Apple did.
Yeah.
Apple climbed more steadily up. Google shot straight up at the open. So. Yeah, because at 10 o'clock, them housing numbers come out saying they're forecasting more new homes to be built, which that's bad for inflation. Those are bad inflationary numbers, which happen to be the highest number in 8 years for new housing. So again, another nail in our interest rates, possibly not being adjusted. So.
And we got AMD. What the hell happened with AMD today?
The
I mean, this
NVIDIA
thing is
news.
just flat all day. It looks like it rode the 200 literally all day long. Look at
Wow.
that.
Channel scalp.
Damn, have you ever
Mark,
seen a stock do that like that all day?
Mark, you did a channel trade today. I heard you say you were doing a channel trade. I thought
On
that was
on STI, yeah.
I mean, this looks like a flat line, like
But then
somebody in
notice
the
how it's
last
going
few
into a
moments.
wedge.
Ooh, that's crazy.
It's like it's stopping you out on both sides because
Oh yeah.
the lower line is getting shorter and it's like a wedge.
Right here?
Like the pattern for a day, yeah. So
Yeah.
the highs are getting lower and the damn lows are moving up, I guess.
Normally A and D usually
That's a tight range.
yeah, look at the EWO down here. That's extremely tight. You couldn't get
When I
into an
see-
EWO
When I
except for
see
here.
EWOs like that, I just
Yeah.
box it out like Eric Smoto.
Yep. See
You know
ya.
how Eric Smoto said he was do with SPY. That's
Mhm.
what because I'm not a scalper, so I stay in my lane.
Here was your
Wow.
EWO right here.
Mhm.
What?
Was you there when the one member asked about whether he thought he should hold his NVIDIA contract overnight? He had like 2 weeks to go, which is probably more than plenty. But I said, well, I don't know. Do you want to accept the risk of the stock going down overnight? Unless the Greeks eating away at it. NVIDIA dropped
Yeah.
$20 a share after market.
Hey, listen.
Wow.
That's what I wanted to talk
It's
about.
coming back up.
because
It's coming back up now, but
news. That's what I wanted to talk about. Whenever they have a high news event, unless the news is unplanned and it just came out, it seemed like that's the only time it works out. I mean, I don't know. I avoid the news like the plague, right? Because high news event, you never know how they're gonna go. That's number one. But then what's mostly happening is people that are I guess accumulated on there that have problems getting in and out of positions. When they have a high news event coming up, that's whenever they'll just start selling and shit don't matter how many buys come in, it's just gonna drop. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I see that, because what was the sentiment today? NVIDIA was so hyped. I traded NVIDIA. Hell, I don't even trade NVIDIA. You know what I'm saying? Like I did. I got slapped in the face because I thought it was gonna go. It was gonna be a big event, right? So it's a lesson learned. Well, it was a lesson that I already knew, but.
yeah,
What's up,
You win
Bubbles?
some and you win
What's
some.
up, Vegan Knowledge and Bubbles? I see you guys down there. What's up, Woodsy? Woodsy said, wow, that was some crazy stuff this morning. Yes, it was.
Exactly.
Yes, it
Hey,
was. Kyle
Sheila.
J. What's up, Kyle J? Amazon tank too. Look, everything was down. Amazon looked like it had a spike this morning. Looks like right around the same time. Looks like a lot of stocks mimicked each other this morning. Had a dip here, but then it just basically went to the basement the rest of the day too.
Yeah.
And
NVIDIA's
then
starting to come back up to its closing price now.
We got FOMC coming up in when is FOMC?
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah. So,
2:00 Wednesday, 2:00, and then the press conference is at 2:30.
There's your Google, Mark.
Yeah, see, I rode that spike up and then it pulled back when I distracted myself there on the very first candles. See up there, the first purple?
Yep.
That's when it pulled back, but I rode it through and rode it up to the next height.
Which made sense because it didn't even pierce the cloud or the 9 here, so that was good that you did that.
So I rode it back up, and then I got out on that real long down candle. Right as soon as that other candle was still red there, I jumped out of that right away. I didn't ride that down. I got out right at the top. So
okay, cool, nice. And then the rest of the day, womp 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 womp.
Yeah, if you look at that STI, you'll see how I traded that one.
I'll pull it up.
That's the one you channeled?
Yeah.
That's the channel trademark?
Yeah, okay. I traded that, I don't know how many times, 4 times maybe.
That's what I'm going to start working on, that channel.
What the hell is
I like that.
Go back. Keep going back. Go back to 4 a.m. Of course, it'll be a big, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, we went too far.
I ain't gonna lie.
Been
Coach
there.
got that wisdom.
Yeah,
Coach is
so
like,
yeah,
listen. it's
got it
fine.
on. Got it on that one, but I didn't get on it at the, or did I? I don't know. I didn't write down what time I got my trades because it doesn't matter. I rode that one after it was already up. I rode the wave a little bit, pulled some money out of that. And then, all right, go ahead, go back towards the opening.
That's
You go across.
403 right here.
Yeah. And then that, as you can see that price there, that's when everything was going on. Flat that whole time, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It just rode that channel. Go ahead and go back, go the other way a little bit.
But look at this here. Were you in on that? Is that what you're saying?
No. I got in at the top.
Okay.
Probably one of the last 2 or 3 white candles right there. And then I got out. Okay. I made like $70, something like that. It wasn't that much money, but
that was the first trade of the day. I remember that.
Yeah. That was the first one. And then it was all downhill after that.
Wow.
And then, of course, I got lines on mine. Then I rode that one right there at the bottom, one right there in the middle of your screen. I got in on that one after it bounced. I didn't get the first bounce, but I got the next candle over as it started to go. I jumped on that one. Got out. That one I actually got out a little early because the red candle. Well, your white candles are red, right? Or which ones are red?
Blue.
White. The blue ones are the red. Yeah. Yep. So I got out of that on the. No, I didn't. I didn't get out of that one until the white candle come out, and then I rode that one up till it hit the resistance point and got out. Even though the candles looked like they went straight up, there was some playing around with it. So then it come back down, and then there was another level up above that I rode. The bounce
up here.
Yeah, somewhere in there. I think. Yeah, not that one. I got that one right there where it goes like a chimney straight up there, right above.
Right in here.
Up. Yeah, that one there. I got that one because that's on it. If you look, you can see that's a support level there. You can see the imaginary line there, right? Like there's a base right there at the bottom.
Right
and then
here?
I did it again. Yeah. So that was a strong resistance point for support. So I jumped on it.
Yeah.
And then there was 1 or 2 during the day that I did the same thing with. Yeah. See how many times it bounces on that? That was a strong.
Yeah.
Plus there was history. And then I did a couple. I think I did 2 in the open market, I believe. Wasn't right away because I did Google, and then I think, what time's that next candle that's up in the air there?
What, up here?
Yeah, what time is that one?
That is
10:30. I think that's the one when I was in Google.
Yeah, 10:30.
Hang on a minute.
That's the spike that you see.
I did write that. That's the one I rode. I missed the bounce again because I wasn't paying attention, and I rode that one up. I think, maybe not. I think that was the first one I did up till the big pull down candle. I got out as it was plummeting. I didn't get out soon enough. I got a little bit. It was bouncing around. I got out maybe a third of the way down on that, so I still did pretty good there. And then there was one later in the day that I was doing trading on, but it was doing the same thing. See that resistance line or white support line you put on? If you keep going across the time, you'll see. But then it pulled back down. I think it went down to the next level of support.
I'll tell you one thing. This one line that I put in here, that was significant all day, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, then it dropped down to another level.
What equity is that?
It became support here.
Yep.
Which one are you guys looking at?
STI.
Okay.
Yeah, it went from, go ahead, Mark.
And then I think it was that one where it went down below.
I mean, it became resistance here. I'm saying support. It became resistance here.
Yeah. I didn't play. Or did I? I think that's the one down there below, I think is what I played one more time. I think it was the one, right where it dropped there.
Yeah.
And then it bounced. That's the one I got that channel in because I had a line there too. So that's it. It was just quick scalp in and out.
And look at it in the in the aftermarket. Flatline.
It's flat.
It plummeted right before.
I did 4 or 5. I might be wrong about that last one, but I don't have the times wrote down. I don't feel like digging and looking for them either. But so yeah, when things are slow, that's what you can do. I mean, there was plenty of other opportunities, I guess. But so I'm just making it my goal to try to find stocks to trade during the open market. Mara would have been a good one.
That's the next thing that I want to do.
That's the biggest moneymaker, I think, right there on that one, without looking at any others. That was a money-making machine there. Look at that rise. Could have rode that puppy all the way up the top.
That's Mara.
Could have rode that all the way to the top, all the way down on the put, and then all the way back up again.
I bet Nate's tripping about that because remember he was all about Mara Friday?
Yeah, he was in there towards the top of that. I pointed that out to him. He's like, yeah, I saw it.
He wasn't in. Bitcoin going down. They said, I don't give a damn about no damn Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'll buy a Mara.
Oh my God. But yeah, that's a nice little ride right there.
That, boy, I was like,
you'd have bought yourself a yacht on that trade if you'd have got in at the bottom down there on that. Look, you even have a line there, Dawn.
Yep.
You got a old support line. Look at it hit. That's old support. See the importance of drawing, doing your. Oh, I thought that was on that line. Okay.
No.
All right, I thought that was your line. Oh, you had to be impressed there for a minute. Shouldn't have moved it. But yeah, everyone to keep going over. Watch, see how it plummeted after that. You could have rode that put all the way down.
Plummet. You could have got a nice little EWO scalp here, then rode this all day, and
rode that down.
Yep, rode this down. This was nice EWO land today. Kind of flattened out here, but if you started here, you could have made some nice money right there.
Yes, ma'am. That was a money maker, and I wasn't in that one. I looked at that after the fact, and like, dang.
She going down in the aftermarket.
Mm-hmm.
What's after Mara? Meta? What did Meta do today?
Meta had a good day today.
Woo! Look at Meta.
Wow.
Look at Meta.
And it has some contract breakers in there, though. Look at the peaks.
Yeah, look. Mm-hmm. Look at that.
If you'd have wrote it out that way, you wouldn't have been able to write that one out on a pure EWO probably, but big spikes.
That was one of the ones where you would have had to just put your stop loss down and ride that thing.
Well, look, the ones that broke through the cloud didn't break through VWAP though. They're in the middle,
right here.
And over to your right there, right up straight up.
Mm-hmm.
You would have got in that first EWO. It wasn't no turning back from there.
Right.
From what I see.
What,
that,
though.
Not here?
Not that one. Not that one. The next one. Right there.
Yeah, the green.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah, the green.
You would have got in on that EWO right there.
Yeah, you'd have been golden right here.
Yeah. All you had to do was shave on pull.
Right there. Right there on that pullback. Look, it didn't break and hold below VWAP though. If you were really a tough trader, you would have held to bounce off VWAP. Did it twice. I wouldn't have held it that long. I wouldn't have held it that long, but you could have if you had a good entry point, right? If you'd have got in at the start of that EWO, you'd still be in the money.
I tell you what, I will hold something to VWAP. I've done that before. If it doesn't break through VWAP, I hold it. Because if it bounces, usually it does. But if it breaks through, that's your sign to get rid of it. You got to at least give it that opportunity, though. Because usually it bounces.
And it did twice right there.
Yep.
I got a confession to make.
What?
Ever since one day, Coach was like, and she was trading Tesla.
Ooh, look at right here.
Tesla, which Tesla had a good day, by the way. I don't even want to talk about Tesla, so we don't got to show it.
Well, but, I'm running through all of them, so we'll see.
I'm just joking. But one day, Coach was on the Tesla trade one day, right? And he was like, unless it goes under VWAP, that's your signal right there. It was all in the cloud, right? Ever since then, I kind of took the cloud off my chart. I didn't want to tell Mark, but
Well, you trade with whatever tools you want to trade with.
I've been finding just that VWAP only works better for me. It ain't no
It's all Nate.
suggestion. You know what I'm saying?
That's all Nate uses.
If
Yeah.
it works for you, more power to you. You know, adjust it to what, you know, you got to use it. To me, it makes me money. Keeps me in the trade.
Right. That VWAP
Microsoft had a
only.
little bit of a weird morning, didn't it? Popped up a little bit and then it dipped.
Yeah, that was
And popped back up and it
flat.
flattened out.
Flat.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of traders say they
Run
get
right
out
here.
whenever it crosses over the 9. I'm like,
Well, if it breaks
That
below the
9
9,
That's
I'll get
all day.
out.
And of course, dipping down in the aftermarket, which everything seems to be doing tonight. Yeah, if you held overnight tonight expecting something to go up, yeah, I feel sorry for you. That's why Coach says not to do it.
Rules gone. They're in there for a reason.
That's right. That's why. Microsoft. What's after Microsoft? And Netflix, right?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, Netflix. Okay. Little
Netflix
choppy
had a pretty
action
good
right
day.
here. But right here,
So they
if
had
you
some
had gotten
movers.
in,
Yeah.
what time was that?
If you would have got in right there, Dawn, shoot.
Could have made a nice little chunk of change.
You could have Netflixed that, Dawn. You
Dude,
could
that
have
was
get it
10
done.
o'clock on the dot right there, dude. That was 10 o'clock. Shift change. Look what
I
happened
can't
when the
even remember
volume
what the
came in.
saying was. Netflix that thing, I think. You remember whenever Dawn did that incredible, what it was, $1,900 off of 50 or something like that? It was something stupid. It was something just unbelievable.
I'll never forget that. It was like $140
Yeah.
and it went to like almost
$2
$2,000
My God. What?
off of Netflix.
Oh my God.
And then it just kind of flattened out the rest of the day, it looks like. And of course, plummeting in the aftermarket.
It seems like people just getting afraid because FOMC ain't tomorrow. Like, why am I even thinking about that? I guess it's
NVIDIA. Woo, what is going on with NVIDIA, gentlemen? Is she
NVIDIA
tired? Is she tired of all that running up?
Yeah, I think
tomorrow they probably gonna recover.
See,
I don't know.
here's
I don't
my
know what's
thing.
gonna happen.
This is exactly why I chimed in this morning and told everybody if they were brand new not to develop a bias. And Mark Mancini was putting some stuff out there that was cool. We know Mark knows NVIDIA, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, be careful, new people. Okay, Mark has watched this stock. He knows its behavior. He has charted it. He knows what it does. But don't just automatically take it as gospel that NVIDIA is going to be up or it's not going to have a down day. And look. So
I'm telling you something about that planned news.
Yeah.
Apple invested today, same thing.
Because trust me, Mark probably wasn't in that. If he was in puts.
Isn't that what NVIDIA had, investing day or something?
Or if he's even doing it, you know.
It's the next couple days, yeah. Tomorrow's are big day, or Wednesdays are big day, whatever.
Yeah, it had a nice little jump there, but then it just kind of went down.
Another one is like whole numbers. You know how Apple get up to 200 and sell off. Hey, I'm
then
gonna
it looked like it tried to make a
day.
comeback, but the comeback is flat. Really?
I think they might have said something that they investor day meeting towards the end of the day that made it kind of like jump up, and then next thing you know, it was short-lived. Like right before I was coming on here, I come back in the room, and they was playing it on the Zoom, and they had like, you know, the guy that I guess their CEO, he had like a motorcycle jacket on. He was real hyped up, a lot of energy, and whenever he started, he said something and it made the stock just shoot up and then drop. I said, you know what? I'm sick of NVIDIA. And I ain't even traded it. But one day. I don't really have nothing to do with NVIDIA. I'm just tired of hearing about it. I'm sorry, NVIDIA fans.
I think NVIDIA is is obviously it's a beast and it moves a lot in a day. But I think as far as its run up days, I think right now they're trying to correct it and get it back in line. I watched Nvidia do this last year. Remember right after earnings when it ran up so much?
Mm-hmm.
And then it broke right back down into a range that it had been previously trading at and just kind of gradually built back up from there. And I think that's what it's doing now.
Mm-hmm. Listen, stuff
Huge.
just
That's
don't break out
right
without
there.
rest.
Yeah.
It
they
ain't
need to
gonna
rest.
just go up without rest.
Constantly, right.
Yeah.
Mark, here's your
But,
X.
yeah, I don't trade the Qs anymore. I'm done.
You don't trade the Qs at all, Mark?
Not for at least 6 weeks now.
Wow.
I mean, I traded them every single day, and I just wanted to try some other things, apply my knowledge. You can make some good money on it, but man, it's fault. You got to watch yourself. You got to know your levels.
You've been holding it down with the shares, though. I got to give it to you.
Yeah. I mean, I made most of my money today I made most of my money in contracts, but that's just because I wanted to play the news. Normally, I wouldn't have bought. If it wouldn't have been for that news, I would have never played Google today.
Mm-hmm. Q's dropped, boy.
I trade contracts from time to time, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I was 98% contracts. Now I'm trying to do switch it the other way. I mean, you got to develop skills on both sides of the fence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I'd like to be done before 9 in the morning if I can.
Right. It all depends.
I
don't have no particular stock that I.
Yeah, I don't either. I love the pre-market. Things are slower. You got time to breathe and think about what you're doing. And
Saxo looks just like Nvidia, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds like oxymoron, but I don't even know if that's the right language. But Mark is right. But if you come in there and you think you're just gonna be breathing during the trade, keep your finger on the trigger, okay? I mean, that's a buzzword. Keep your finger on the button, okay? Because if you're up in one of those pre-market trades and you think you're just gonna hang around, that thing will drag you down. All right.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I've been using them Turbo Trader, but of course there's no stops in the pre-market. That's why it's dangerous per se. Dangerous to go into it blind. Put it that way.
Just keep it.
But I haven't used any stops on stocks in the pre-market. Now I do with contracts, but with the stocks, I was using the turbo keys today during the open market too. So, but I'm generally not trading now too much in the open market. So, I'm sitting there watching everything. So I was pretty confident, and I did. I exited pretty good today.
So question mark. Do you find yourself getting in trades?
Wow, it's way below
using a stop because you're used to the pre-market. It happened to me before. That's
yeah. Well, that's why I say that's what I did today.
That. I'm like, man, I traded without the stop loss. What the hell is wrong with me?
On stocks only. I would never do it I would never trade contracts without stocks.
And
I would prefer. And the reason that I am trading stocks in the open market without a stop is because I never went back and programmed my buttons for stocks during the open market. Because you can put a trailing stop in and all that stuff, so it instantly puts it in there, right? And I hadn't done that, and I realized that on my second, which it didn't matter because I had my finger on the button anyway. It was on the second trade that I did. I realized, I know what, dummy, you never put in any kind of stop, right? So
I did that with that Geron or whatever. I traded like 2 or 3 times, and I didn't even have a damn stop. I realized I was like, damn, I'm trading without a stop loss. I'm tripping. I could just have a stop on and leave. What the hell am I doing?
Yeah. You should never trade in the open market without a stop of any kind.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was watching it the whole time. I was doing the same thing I would do if it wasn't the open market,
Mm-hmm.
I had the same mindset as the pre-market, and I didn't really have to do that. I could have just let the thing ride. I wasn't that scalping.
I'm not going to chart this out right now. So, but SPY had kind of a chart. This is SPY right here.
Okay. Was it choppy today?
Look, all my levels are all the way up here. So, SPY. Ooh, look at that in the pre-market, though.
I never really traded SPY unless I was trading it through
Really?
Dawn. I mean, I trade something like SPXU if the market is dropping, but I never really just traded SPY, you know.
Just kind of flattened out the rest of the day, following it. See, SPY is not easy though. It is, but it's not. It's easy if you chart it out and you know its levels, and you realize that 9 out of 10 times you better be in scout mode, especially and if it's got big candles, leave it alone because it will chop you up. You need to wait for those little candles to start forming and going in one direction or another, and let it
always
happen.
baffles me, Dawn.
Yeah.
Whenever a new trader that been trading for probably like about 2-3 months, and they be like, "Oh, I love trading SPY. I just love trading SPY." And they be like, "I think I'm just more of a scalper." I be like, "Yeah, okay."
Look at Tesla trying to do some stuff today, trying to come out of the basement.
Yeah, everybody astonished in our group today. They're like, "What the heck is going on?
What's going on
here?"
with Tesla? I kept hearing it. Oh my God, that was a nice. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Forget those big candles. When you start seeing the formation of the smaller stair steps, Coach talks about this all the time. The small stair steps are what you want. Those big candles, if you see a green candle going up and it's huge, don't get excited. Okay,
Yes,
chances
Mustang
are,
Chris, where he at?
yeah,
I
there's
seen
a
him in the
big
damn
red
chat.
candle coming right behind it.
Majority of the time, whenever you see a big range candle, you better believe they got other traders that's on the ready to attack the other side of that bar. If you jump up in there, you're gonna just get popped in the mouth. I'm telling you.
That's how SPY rips people up, because it gets those big bars. It looks like a barcode, and when it's in
moves.
that range, either you have some dollars and you're trading on the candle, or you can forget about it. You better be a good ass channel trader, otherwise you're gonna get chopped up.
Listen, them big moves start from them small candles and quiet.
That's it.
Just
That's
like
right
Dawn
here.
talking about. Because I'm telling you, most of the time, whenever it go up big, what usually happens? You're either gonna get this motion where it goes up and then it just trickles, and you done missed this, you missed that. So all you're gonna get is that trickle, right? Or it's gonna go up and just come straight back down. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then you'll get that to the moon, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're just looking for that action to happen every damn day, you might run out of bread first. I'm sorry.
Take a quick little short commercial break. If anybody wants to take a drink, maybe we can do a couple trades when we come back, or sign off.
I got a boogie here in a minute, so do whatever you want. That's just me.
All right.
Sign up for any of the services, of course. Website is always here. $200 for our regular membership gets you immediately into Zoom. You can see every trade I make. You'll get hot stock picks, the videos on demand, the IPO center, and the pre-market setup, all with the regular $200 membership. When you're ready to step it up, though, I highly recommend the VIP membership. You'll be able to start trading early at 4 a.m. You'll get to trade with some of our other millionaires inside of that room. You guys will get masterclass training with me every day at 8:15. You'll get the VIP lounge, all of those hot stock picks, pre-market setup. You're going to get the IPO center, the videos on demand, all of the workshop classes for free, and we put one of those on every single month. You'll get all the VIP training videos, the trading view indicators. These were designed specifically based on my 2-minute EWO, which, by the way, no trader in the world has ever used what we are doing with the Elliott Wave Oscillator. And we have a lot of people finding success, obviously, with this. You'll also get VIP seating at the meetups. If you are a VIP member and you want more training, VIP Gold, you can add that on for an additional $2,500 a year. Right now, as one of the specials that I have, this could go away, but right now, if you sign up for the VIP Gold, you will also get a free one-on-one with a moderator. That is a $500 value just for that. You get all the mastermind classes. You get every mastermind class for free during your subscription. You'll get 1 hour of tech support if you need it, so we can remote in. We can help you set up those charts. Anything specific, right, that will get you going, we can help you with that. You're also going to get, for the first time ever, weekend training. We've been doing it every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And because it's the weekend, it is literally like a one-on-one. You'll also get our news service showing us everything, right, that's going on in the market, and breakout rooms. So anytime we do a breakout room, that's only for VIP Gold members. You guys will be able to access that. Use your affiliate account. You guys will also get a piece of everything. So if you have family members, neighbors, people in your church, people that you guys want to help out, you can give them your link, and that will also give you a kickback immediately. It's immediate. As soon as they pay for it, you guys will get money. You'll see it into your monies that you can just withdraw. Send them to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
We've got the link to AmericanDreamTrading.com right at the top there. You guys can go click that and pick up any one of those memberships. Don't forget, we got the Mastermind class, part 2, how to trade a small account, coming up. And you can also pick up part 1 as well. Gentlemen, thank you. See, this is what it's all about. We talked about our trades. We looked at some charts. We saw what was going on. Hey, man, this is what we do in the aftermarket, you know? Next time, maybe we'll get some new people up here on the panel who'll bring their trades up here, and we can actually do some replays and check out your trades. You guys ready to get out of here?
So, Dawn, how long the
Sure.
break gonna be? I'm ready to
Huh?
go, but I said, how long the
what?
trading break gonna be for you?
Honestly, I'm doing it to build some money up in the account while I'm training.
Right.
So yeah, I'm just putting, remember the suggestion you made to me, take a couple dollars a day and put it aside, or a week or whatever? That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So right
Subscription-based
now,
trading.
yeah, right now I'm using my money to pay bills, and I don't want to take anything from that. And the trading money that I had, I was in a situation where I needed to use that. So instead of me using bill money to trade, that's one of the main reasons I'm taking a hiatus, so I can train and just put a couple extra dollars as I get it and then go back to it. So in the meantime, I'm watching
You gonna
charts.
trade
I'm
the
charting.
pre-market with us?
Um,
I heard you said that's what I was getting around to ask. So you can go back to the pre-market? Because you said this morning, you said, right,
What?
that you're not gonna be trading as much, but
Right.
whatever is in Webull, whatever is in the Webull account, you're
Right.
gonna use to trade the pre-market. That's why I was at. That's what I'm getting around to.
Let me put it this
Oh, you're
way,
gonna
bro.
trade?
Let me put it this way, bro. The Webull account is tapped. Spy
Well,
ate
you
my
know.
ass up. So ain't nothing in Webull.
Dang.
And I didn't realize that. I did something real stupid. By me trading in Robinhood and Spy, I took my eyes off a trade, and yeah, in Webull, because I was so focused. Yeah, that trading on both at the same time. Yeah, I can't do that. I ended up losing that money that was in Webull. It was only a couple $100, but I had put it aside a couple weeks ago just for that, so it didn't hurt anything that I lost it, but that was an unnecessary loss. So yeah,
I won't even
things
trade
like
two
that.
stocks at once anymore. Never. I've tried that.
Yeah.
No, don't. It
Yeah,
never
I
works
don't do
good.
that.
Yeah, I was too busy watching something going on in Robinhood that I was taking care of, and ended up, blowing that up. So I'm like, you know what? This is the little stuff that you need to hone in on that you're still doing. You know what I mean? So take some time, build some of that. That's your punishment. You lost it. Now you got to wait and build it up. I got to be disciplined. You got to wait, put a couple dollars in there as you get it, and build that account back up, and then you can trade again. In the meantime, get your shit straight. You know what I mean? So, chart,
I'm giving this
journal. Go ahead, Mark.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
I'm giving Harold in the chat a hard time. He's a new member. He just
What's
had
going
a
on
career,
with Harold?
how he had a life-changing event happen. Now he's available to trade. I'm trying to bust his chops about. He says, "Well, I'm in there 7." I'm like, he says he's been in a few times at 5 to 6. So I just chatted. I'm making fun of you, Harold. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Then he said, I'm like, you got to be somewhere at 4 a.m. You're doing this full time. Where you got to be at 4 a.m. Come on, get up.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Look like JR's asked the question.
Can you read it for us, Richard Trader? What is it?
It says, can somebody tell me the best video to set up my Webull account and match coach's settings?
Yes.
Go into the
So it's a video called We will
Are you
set
a
up
paid
in
member?
the first one.
Then
Is he
the
a
new
paid
members start here, I believe.
I
If you're in
know
the
it's in
Discord.
videos in demand, but it might be what Mark's
I don't know.
now.
That's a question for Miranda and Arlo in onboarding.
The Marlo. Yep.
Yep, that's a good question.
It's
But
under.
videos on demand, right?
Well, it's.
Oh yeah, he's not. He's not in the. He don't have a paid subscription for it.
Oh.
Okay.
He says not yet.
He can.
I want to finish my setup.
I believe he can get in the education and trading part, right?
Yeah, he should be able to get an education and training.
If you have our Discord, if you go to education and training section on how-to videos, the very first video at the top of the page is how to set up the Webull desktop.
There you go.
You can set it up like coaches, but you'll find you want to personalize it to your own taste, but to each his own, right? However,
That's for
makes you happy.
Discord members. That's for free Discord members too, right? Yeah. So.
Yep. Tells you how to set up trading view, and how to set up your Webull. Yep. I believe that's free to all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So if you out there, show up. That's the most important thing right there, showing up. And to the guy that Mark was getting on, listen, he ain't trying to bust your job, but you got to show up. If you want this trading thing to work out, you have to show up. You ain't got to work hard, but you got to be here every day. You got to be doing something every single day, right? And then if you starting to feel like you losing any money or something like that, listen, just stop trading, all right? It'll make sense for you to not stop trading, but stop trading with real money, right? It'll make sense for you to lose your own money until you can handle getting in and getting out of the trades. That's the only thing that I see new traders struggle with the most, is they don't know when to get the hell out of a trade, all right? They don't have the proper risk management of anything going on. But once you figure out all that, then you can add a little bit of money. Don't just jump up in there with $25,000 trying to get a margin account. That ain't gonna work. I've seen thousands, I ain't gonna say thousands of traders, but I've seen a nice amount of traders do that, and it just caused them to just stop trading altogether. They can't handle it, because I mean, if you coming into trading, you gotta pretty much be cool with losing. I know that sounds crazy, but you're gonna probably be losing more trades. But the ones that win, wash it away, right? Or you could be the type of trader that just don't trade that much and just jump on the stuff that's popping out, but there ain't no fun in that to me. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I shaved Harold into it. He's going to show up.
Oh, cool. There's
All
the
right.
Webull setup video right down there in the
4
chat.
o'clock.
The Webull setup video. So go ahead and click that link, and you can watch the Webull setup video right there. So it's in the chat. The link is there. You are teasing people, Mark. Cut it out.
Don't say nothing. Wait till they're full-time members.
Well, everybody have a fabulous night. We've put in almost 2 hours on here. We've given you some good information. Hopefully you guys took it and ran with it. Hopefully you had your trusty journals and notebooks out and took some notes on some of the stuff that you heard. I think the biggest thing that stuck out with me, I don't know about you guys, but was Mark's P&L situation. That not looking at the P&L, that's huge. That's huge.
Yep.
You know?
Even if you're paper trading, hide it. Seriously. Any trading you do, hide it.
Yeah.
Paper trading or real trading.
That way you can trade just the pure trade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, guys, shout out to Carter for all these amazing videos that he puts on YouTube. Shout out to Coach Chad W. Christian. He is the owner and mentor that we follow at American Dream Trading. Please make sure you guys click the link to join if you are not a member. We do this every day at 4:30. Just come hang out with us in the aftermarket. You never know what nuggets you may pick up. I didn't talk about my tip jar today, but it is also in the description of the video and down there in there. If you feel like a good job was done today, feel free. Everybody down there, throw $2 to $3 in there. It's nothing to you, but it adds up for me. Helps me keep the lights on. So, and
Guess
Mark
what,
McStee
dog?
also has a tip jar that is over in the moderator tip lounge in the Discord over in American Dream Trading. So, if you felt like Mark did a good job, which we know he always does, tip him as well. What's up, Ralph?
Today, Monday. You look tired. I ain't gonna lie.
What?
Dawn came in early today. She shot me. Dawn was there on time. You hear me?
She was there. She got there before I did this morning.
I
You
looked
know
up.
what?
I seen the
Somebody
little
was
thing come on.
joking. Somebody was joking me this morning. They said, "Oh my God, you must have got your shit fixed," because I was thrown off by the hour change,
Yeah.
and I was waking up an hour later because I don't use alarm clocks. So, but my
Dawn was up
biological clock
early.
is on point now. I'm back at 3:30, baby.
I
Yep.
said, what?
I don't know that that's going to happen every morning, but
Well, if you can't
We'll be
sleep,
there.
come on in.
We'll be there.
Well,
Even
the
if-
cool thing is Mark now has, give it up for Mark. Mark's got automatic hosts now. So even if I'm not in there, Mark's going to be in there. And
All right.
he'll have hosts. So if things need to happen and
Yeah.
people need to be made
yeah.
co-hosts, he can handle it.
Oh, I got to answer one more. I got to make one more comment from the chat.
What?
Harold
What's they
says.
saying? What are they saying?
Harold says the dogs will think I'm broken, but that's okay. Yeah, tell me about it. Now, when I don't get up at 3 a.m, my dogs are like having fits because now they're on the same schedule as me. So it's an all-day thing. It's an all-day thing with me and my dogs. Oh my God.
I think
I
Mark
want
loud
fed.
with dogs
I gotta
sometimes,
pee.
dog.
I
What you
gotta
think?
poop. I gotta eat. I gotta
I
pee.
think he be.
I
I
gotta
think he
poop.
be. I think he be
I think it's
using
a
them
dog.
dogs to get a break. Sometimes he be like, I be like,
Oh.
damn, them dogs are regular, ain't they? They use the bathroom. What your dogs drinking
Oh, yeah.
beer?
Yeah, well, they're Yorkies. They got small bladders. Yeah.
Wow, that makes sense though.
Yeah.
Ralph is crazy. Well, thank you guys
All
for
right.
coming and hanging out, Mark, Future Trader, and
4
Ralph.
a.m. Eastern.
All right.
All right,
All right.
man. Peace
Later.
and blessings to everybody down there in the chat. And we're gonna
See
go
you
out
guys
with
in the morning.
all right.
All right.
Shout out to David Giannis. His Saturday class was awesome. If you have not been to David's Saturday class, check this out. Everybody have a good night. Peace and blessings. We will catch you mañana.